So that leads me into the YouTube channel, which I started May 24th, 2014, right? So seems like not that long ago to me, but 2014 was quite a while ago. And the reason why I started up the channel, and it was called Entrepreneurs in Cars for those that don't know, is, well, I was a guy that was fond of hanging out with entrepreneurs because the EO slate for me was amazing. I had a great experience with that, but I needed to grow from that. And I also loved fast cars. So I decided, let's interview entrepreneurs in their fast cars, entrepreneurs in cars. Ran out of friends with cool cars very quick that were fast. Started talking about other stuff in business, how I use lawyers, how I use parties to hire people, like typical stuff, tips. And then it kind of lead into some other problems that I was dealing with. And I remember there was a message one time, somebody said in the comments, they go, you got to do a video on the kind of women to avoid dating. I like all your business tips, but I want to hear your advice on that. And it just so happened that I was dealing with the starting points of the symptoms, towards like PTSD and my own unplugging, right? And that's when I kind of like started talking to other guys, and somebody, said to me at this men's retreat, I was at Spokane, Washington, at Ben Griefeld's house, and this dude in the group, we're having breakfast and we're shooting the shit and we're just talking about life. And he's like, oh, you got to read this book by this guy, Rollo Tomassi, The Rational Male. And it's totally going to help you understand everything a lot better. I'm like, okay. So I download that, listen to it on the flight back, and boom, all of a sudden I hear and I learn about this thing called the manosphere. Just pouring myself a tea. Just stand by, fellas. And then I figure, oh, wow, this is interesting. I can see how this could be useful. There's a lot of things here that help, un-F guys. So I started talking about that. And it got a lot of very positive feedback. Dudes were like, you know what it was? I can tell you exactly what it was. Everybody that I've talked to personally that knows me well, that's come into my inner circle, has said the reason why your channel grew was because you made your wounds your work. Okay. You obviously were sincere about what it is that you were stuck on, and you wanted to un-F yourself. And as part of the process, you shared those stories and experiences with other guys. And it was so authentic that it resonated, and to help others understand it too. That was the last few years of my life. And here I am still at it with a regular podcast series on YouTube. These are all, by the way, uploaded to podcasts as well. So if you want to listen to Before the Train Wreck on iTunes or Spotify or whatever, it's all there. My editor takes care of it. He's cutting up shorts out of it. He's putting it on clips channels and tightening up the content. And then all of a sudden you realize, holy shit, this place is a cesspool. There's a lot of dysfunctional dudes in this mano swamp. And they can be problematic.